3, 3,
We are in.
3.
You know, a countdown is actually supposed to help.
It
No.
did.
Technically speaking, Shay is the one hitting the record button, so
I know. I
helps
knew,
him.
I knew when to do it. I counted 3 threes. There's a motif to my madness.
All right, recap the recap. This is our second recording, guys. If you're watching this for the first time,
Oh yeah, yeah. Wait, for the first time.
if they're watching it for the first time, Shay, what is?
Welcome to episode 1 of Tabletop Tabernacle.
Yeah, welcome to
Everything
episode
off to prologue.
episode
Welcome to
1
episode
of
2
episode
of episode
89.
29.
Ah, this is episode 89.
I seriously doubt there have been 90 sessions of this.
We're on episode 50 of Roll Critical.
I thought
51.
you were gonna say. That you were gonna be like, we're on episode 50 of 50.
Oh, this
This
is
is
the
the
last
end.
one. This is it.
Anyway, recap. After being transported to the realm of dreams, our party was able to get a rest in, all except for Holden, unfortunately, due to the time dilation of the plane of dreams. It turns out that time moves about 12 times slower in the realm of dreams, meaning 1 hour passes in the normal world and 12 hours pass in the dream world. Leading to our 8-hour rest only lasting about 40 minutes for Holden and, of course, the world outside that's currently being attacked by the dragon. When we did wake up, names. Rosabella was able to do a sending to confirm this with Alden.
Yep.
Yes, sorry. I almost said Alban. Sorry. Was able to confirm this with Alden, showing that we now have, or had, plenty of time to take a long rest. Unfortunately for Holden, he was in the book, which counts, uses the time at the same time period as the prime material plane. Thus, he only had about 40 minutes and wasn't able to get a long rest in. Then I believe, in order to let him know / see what all had happened in the meantime, Fenris went inside the book to chat with Holden. Meanwhile, Holden was talking a bit to our good friend Jaden and making sure everyone was all right, as Spec was finally reunited with her father, whose name is, I don't know why.
Flicker.
Flicker, thank you. Spec and Flicker were finally reunited, showing that we at least accomplished the first goal we had in mind. So, a win is a win.
We did it.
We did it, gang. We saved this family as the city's burning behind us.
Freeze frame, high five.
It's like, look, we have a very specific task, and we completed that task. Unfortunately, Fenris and Holden decided then to leave via Trebuchet, which led to them bolting out at a very high speed. Thankfully, Holden didn't hit any of the dream bubbles that were surrounding us. By the way, there were dream bubbles surrounding us. Some of them dreams, some nightmares. Unfortunately, Fenris flew right into a nightmare, which I believe turned out to be the nightmare of the tidal wave dragon, if I'm not mistaken, or at least
Yes.
yeah. So it allowed him to communicate with his patron a bit before leaving. Ella and Ray had also went in to try to help him out, as there was a huge nightmare shark, but thankfully he got out without any issue. After that, though, Tompkin, it seemed, disappeared as we were currently like discussing what our next move was, which was primarily like letting Holden rest for a little bit and then hoping to get back to the prime material to see what we can do about the dragon, or at least helping evacuate the city. As for that, though, while Holden was resting and we were chatting, we spotted something kind of out of the corner of our eye as a large white griffin-looking creature kind of appeared with a pattern on its wings similar to the one that simian-looking creature that we met in the fire temple. Is that correct? Had?
Yes,
Yes.
in the volcano at Ebony Arch.
What did
Yes.
you call me?
Oh.
Did you
What?
say? What did you say?
Simian creature? Because it was like
Yeah, you said, is that right? What was the last word?
Mm.
Never mind. I thought you asked, is that right, Dad? And I was like,
no.
okay. All right, keep going. I'm sorry.
But the pattern on its wings seemed similar to the one that creature had, leading us to not trust it, as it seemed to be looking for Tompkin. And as it was trying to find Tompkin and spotted the bubble where it was, Ray decided to blast it, causing a combat. And that's where we are now, as we had heard it a bit, but it seems 3 more had showed up. Is that good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alright, did I miss
think you got
anything?
it.
take your inspiration.
Thanks.
Yippee. Okay, well, top of the initiative, it's the creature directly in front of you guys. I'll put my dice tray in my lap because I don't have a desk. Yippee. I wonder if it'll catch this.
Yep.
No, it does not. Awesome, so you won't hear my dice rolls still. That's for the best. Okay.
Is it? Is it for the best?
Yep. Yeah, it's for the best. Don't worry about it. Okay. It is ignoring you guys entirely and reaches out to wrap these long bony fingers around Tompkin. But it does not grasp tight enough, and Tompkin slips out of his fingers just in time before it closes. That is pretty much the entirety of what it does. Welcome back. How exciting.
Are we alive?
Yeah.
We are.
Yep, we just started.
Let's see. How can we arrive just where we need to be?
Oh wait, are we using the big map? Oh.
Yeah, we're using
We
Big
sure
Map.
are.
I'm doing funny hotspot things, remember?
I do remember. Remember.
It's
Do
gonna...
you remember?
Do you
Sorry.
remember? We're gonna just cycle around this way. It's gonna use an action to dash. Get up behind Tompkin. It's just kind of ignoring you guys. Alright. Ray, it's your
wait.
turn.
Okay.
Sorry?
Sorry. No. I'm just thinking.
Okay. Ray?
Because I currently
Not
have
Ray.
that going.
I'm
I don't.
dumb. It's Fenris. I'm such a goober.
Oh,
I was
never
like,
mind then.
it's my picture.
It's like...
Um,
so sorry.
I think
That's okay.
this guy behind me is scary. I'm gonna move like 20 feet. I don't know, this way. And then I'm gonna throw another scorching ray at this guy. We were hitting before. First one is a miss, 6+7.
Okay.
Second one is a natural 20.
Well,
And
hey.
the third one is a 14 plus 7, 21.
Yep, both will hit.
So
Wait.
I'm really just
Brain.
rolling normal damage if I didn't miss the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Was my failed long rest counting as a short rest?
Yes, it does.
Yay! So I'm not
So you
instantly
can at least
dead.
have health.
Yeah.
So even with the crit, it is a total of 16 fire damage.
So you can roll up to 7d10 and then add your con for each dice.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll 1d10.
Why?
You should probably roll more than that.
Yeah.
It's probably because he's almost at full health.
No, I'm almost at half.
Current
Okay.
health.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. All right. Good talk.
So that I can
Wait,
pass
I
it off
said
to
41.
All right, 4.
Oh,
One.
sorry. Yeah, 40.
What's your total?
41. Let me roll real fast. I'll roll. I guess 4 of them.
What is your total?
Yeah.
HP?
If this is before the level has taken effect, because Holden didn't get his long rest, then he is at 67 max. And if I roll 4 dice, I 10. Yes, 15 plus 12, 27. He's at 67. That'd be max.
Okay.
Please don't kill me.
Pretty sure it's done damage to you in this combat, but I don't remember how much, so I'm gonna just leave it alone.
Shoot. Yeah, I don't remember.
Fenris, is that the end of your turn?
Yes. 16 points of fire damage total, 1/6.
Gotcha. All right. Let me do this. We're moving.
This initiative thing is really convenient.
It is.
Okano's gonna take a pot shot. Okano, I didn't have your sheet open. Oopsies.
Oh, no.
Okano. That will certainly hit. Let's see if they crit. They do not. Okano. No. Okay, there we go.
I have okay, no idea what you're talking about.
You know, I'm gonna blame the death of my Wi-Fi router on the fact that I was gonna use the curse dice today. So I don't have the D6, so I'll just do that from here. Okay. 28 damage. Not too shabby from Okano, who then promptly rolls to hide and is gone. Gone to the ether, never to be seen again. Okay.
Wow.
My presence powering gone forever.
Okay. That is it. Right, now it is your turn with Holden on deck.
Okie doker. Well, this is not good. I'm in danger. Anyway. These guys are, having seen that these people are going straight for Tompkin, there's a good part of me that wants to make sure Tompkin specifically is safe.
I agree.
I also agree.
I have an idea of how to do that, which does involve running away. Like, if not like running fully from the combat, then at least running like further from these things. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like a lot. If they're fully focused on Tompkin, then that should allow you guys to potentially fight it.
Mhm.
So, just looking to make sure on my thing what it takes to use it. Sorry. Okay. As an. I can't hold him while I teleport, so. Can I, as an action, shift into a Hellhound form? And then take Tompkin and move 50 feet away?
Okay. I hope nothing was said because I had to fix my hotspot again.
Uh,
Oh.
how we asked if he could do a certain thing.
Oh, I don't. What did you ask?
Can I say to Tompkin, we need to get you, away from these guys. Hop on. And can I shift into a Hellhound, take Tompkin and move the 50 feet out of their reach? I'll gladly take an attack of opportunity.
Sure. Yeah. Give me a persuasion for Tompkin.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
uh,
does not tell Tompkin what to do for freezies.
That's fair. That's 16 plus. What is my? Oh, plus 6. So, 22.
Yeah. Tompkin will shift back into being small. The thing is that that's gonna have to be on his turn. Its turn.
Oh, can I like scoop him up?
'Cause-
Like, put my nose under him, just like bonus action?
What size is a hellhound?
Well, let me look. Thankfully, I have it in my extras. It is a medium fiend.
And this is me genuinely asking because I am not sure.
Oh,
Tompkin
is a
is shifted
medium
into
fiend?
a. Yes. Tompkin is a medium-sized creature right now instead of small. Is that a feasible thing for medium on medium? I assume so, right? What is the strength?
I think
The strength of a hellhound is 17.
most horses are medium.
Okay, then yeah, hell yeah.
I'll scoop him up, and the hellhound's speed is 50. So, I would like to go scoop him up. So, shift and bolt. Where do you guys think I should move? Probably away from most of like these guys, maybe towards here more.
I think probably maybe back here towards Okino, or where we last saw him.
Them.
Them.
Do you guys agree?
Yeah, go for it. Oh, also I was wrong. Most horses are large.
Is this feasible then?
I guess.
I think it's probably fine.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think maybe you'd have to make a strength.
I was gonna
And
say.
if don't go ahead.
Oh no, I was sorry. I was just gonna suggest maybe. I don't know how strong a hellhound is, so I didn't know if that was.
Hellhound has +3 to strength. Stat of 17. So, do you guys want to roll that now? Or yeah.
Up to Bryn.
Yeah, roll a strength. I'll rule it as if you don't roll so good, then it's half movement. But knowing that Tompkin will shift back to small on its turn, so you'd only be at half movement for a singular round. If you don't roll well.
Okay. That's a total of 15.
I think that's fine. Yeah, you scoop up underneath Tompkin and start bolting.
So I rolled a 12 and it's +3.
Am I not coming through very clear?
You
I
are.
heard you.
Hello. Oh, sorry.
You have
Okay.
Everything
bolted.
went quiet for a second.
Okay. I said it was fine. I don't know
sorry.
if everyone heard that or not.
It seems like Howie might not have. But
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure it's because I'm
Huh.
doing the hotspot thing. I don't know what is a delay and what
right,
is not. So I was just checking.
you are coming in fine
Yeah.
for us, for most of us.
I'll move. Because I think I already used like about 5 feet, so I'll just use 45 to get here. So, Bob and Tompkin would be coming with me, and I may take a op attack from I don't know how many of these guys.
Yeah, you certainly would. A couple things are gonna happen, but I'll roll the op attack first. Claw strike. Yeah. Let me grab Tompkin and drag them with you.
My AC as a Hellhound is 15.
Okay. It's gonna swipe you. Let's have a little duck in it. Hiya. Well, aren't you lucky? I rolled so bad. 10. 10 damage for you.
Okay.
Okay, you start running this direction. What is the passive perception of a hellhound?
My passive perception is 15.
Okay. Running this direction, there is something else back here that is coming around the corner of this blue bubble right here. This teal bubble. I'll send a proper reference of it here in a second, but let me put these into view because you know that they're soon arriving. They're like 10-ish feet out from you. That's there.
Okay.
Let me give you those really quick.
And was it a bonus action to pick up Tompkin?
I will say yes.
Okay.
Who the
Where is-
hell is that? What
So you see in your hellhound form a large, some sort of quadrupedal reptilian creature. It has this like fluffy white tail and these like weird sets of horns that are sticking up out of the head and some out of the back. The front limbs are this like deep blue gemstone like appearance, and sitting on the back of this creature is another individual, a humanoid, with similar kind of horns, though they seem to be painted in these like reds and whites, with like shorter. I don't know if you guys know what jellyfish hair is, but it's like it's short on like the sides and front, and it's like long in the back. But like really long. It's like, there's like a jagged amount of layer difference going on there. The markings on this individual seems to be rather similar to the interior wings of the other creatures, and they seem to be just as surprised to see you as you are to see them.
Well,
Do with this as you will.
alrighty then. Well, unfortunately, I'm out of movement. And then my dog.
Yep, and you are a dog.
I think it's just kind of one of those like skidding things of like, oh shit, when I see them. And I think that's it.
Okay. Holden, it's your go.
Well, friends, I will continue to swing on this thing because I do not know what else to do and I am scared and very sleepy.
You could try to grapple it. Could be funny.
It's so much bigger than me. How would I grapple it?
No balls.
I don't even know if that works
Oh.
mechanically. Can you grapple something bigger than yourself?
How big is it? Are these large or huge?
These would
Is-
be considered large.
Then you can. I think you have disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. No. Not while I'm sleepy. Holden's gonna draw his sword, his swad. And he'll. I haven't used a long rest. I cannot use my free branding smite because I use that to help burn the body. I'll use the free bless. Yeah, I'm spent. I'm actually fully spent. I'm just gonna swing. I'm gonna pray.
Oh wait, I lied. You don't have disadvantage on grapples if they're a size larger than you.
I'm still not doing it.
It's just the limit of what you can grapple.
Does a 17 hit? Right.
Oh, 17.
Yeah.
Fuck, where's my stat block? It's in the other room on a piece of fucking paper. I'm so sorry. 2 seconds.
They go
This is what happens when
die.
I'm not my fucking desk.
1,000.
Really quick, could someone on roll 20 measure the distance between those two creatures in front of us?
Yes.
Yes.
I got you.
It's very hard to do on my phone.
Like 8 feet.
Okay, thank you. Zach has gone to the bathroom.
17 hits. I can't hear you yet, but 17 hits.
Oh,
Okay, now I can hear you.
I'm going to do 7 damage,
Incredible.
and then I'm going to swing again.
Wow.
That one's a 26.
Well, that one misses.
Oh,
Now, go ahead.
that's not a 26. That's a 25.
Oh,
I'm
well, that
stupid.
also misses. I'm kidding.
Fuck.
Go ahead.
That makes all the difference in the world.
I do 9 damage with that one.
Nice.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna shift a little bit. I'm gonna go to like here. Just
Okay.
staying in its attack range, but moving a bit further down to where my friends are, and then pray. Put my hands together. Pray. Hope for the best.
Okay. Rose, it is your go.
All right. I am going to choose the point right in between the two big guys in front of us. And I'm going to cast Magnify Gravity at 2nd level, which is a 10-foot radius. So both of them need to make, I think it's a con save. Yes, a con saving throw.
Okay.
And the DC is 15.
Okay. One will pass. The other will fail. So we'll
Okay.
say pass and fail, respectively.
Okay. Let me see if it'll work in here. No, it will not. I'm going to do I'm going to do an invisibility to waste the spell. No, Misty Step to waste the spell slot. But okay, let me roll 3d8. So that's 10. So the one that failed is going to take 10 damage. The one that passed is going to take 5, and the one that failed has their speed halved until the end of its next turn. So its speed is halved until the end of its next turn.
Okay. That's this one. Minus, Oh, that. I just took away every bit of hit points that it had. There we go. And impede it. We'll just do this. Cool. Alrighty.
That is
Yeah.
gonna be my turn.
Okay. Now it is this guy in the back over here who is less inclined to care about Tompkin right now and more inclined to care about the grouping of you. It is going to launch a barrage at the two closest, which is Fenris and Rose, from where it is. Some of those sigils kind of coming out of the air behind its head and launching at the two of you. Okay, Fenris, you're lucky duck. Rose, you're not. Apologies. L.
L Rose.
El Rosio.
Rose, you take 11 damage.
Ooh, ow,
You
ow,
are
ow, ow.
blasted with the forceful sigil, we'll call it. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. That's that. It's going to move a little bit. My reach. It's gonna go over here. All these things that I must do. Okay. Tompkin is gonna swap back to being little, so we're gonna just do some of this and some of this. Moving this out of the way. Okay. Tompkin's just holding onto a hellhound and staring wide-eyed at whatever the fuck is over there. They're not a ranged fighter. It's blasting time again. I'm on the GM layer. There we go. Moving forward. Here. Let's see. Alden and Rose. I mean, you're the closest too.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah. Holden, you're unlucky. You're getting bonked. Rose, I'm sorry. Bonked again.
Joke's on you. This is all part of my
Holden.
plan.
Is he planning to
You
die?
take 14 force damage. Rose, you take 12 force damage. Okay. Alrighty. We are at the top of the round, in which case I have to put this in here. So truthfully, for the sake of my brain, there we go. That is where this goes. The individual in front of you two is just surprised for this round because they were not anticipating any of what they're looking at right now. It's very obvious on their face. You
Got
can
it.
see that they're grabbing a some sort of a mangled purple wood staff that has some sort of like gemstone-esque like fragments tied on by some sort of twine to the end of it, and it kind of like jingles while they're grabbing it off of their side saddle thing that they have. But that is the extent of that for the time being. You also, in your Hellhound form, do you have the intelligence of Ray, or do you have the intelligence of a dog?
I think it acts as polymorph, so I think I just have the intelligence of the Hellhound,
Okay.
which
Then
would
don't worry about it.
be 6.
Awesome. Don't worry about it then. It's bonking time. These two are still only focused on getting to Tompkin. So, Holden, you can feel free to take an op attack if you would like.
I'm back.
Oh my god. Ray, why do you keep putting yourself in these situations?
Well, I didn't know I was gonna be in this situation, if I'm being honest.
No, it's clearly on you, of course. I'm gonna take some blasts at Tom.
I don't know if it matters, but just as a reminder, the one on the right has its speed halved.
Oh, you're right.
Wait,
Let me
Yep.
move it.
did someone leave my attack range? Could I have sworn?
Yeah, she said you
Yes.
could make an op attack.
Fun.
I wasn't here.
Oh,
You're silly goose.
I texted in. The dog had to go out.
Blasted. I don't read.
Yeah,
Sign can't stop me because I cannot read.
dirty 20.
Yep, that will hit.
Could Buha have done an op attack? Or no?
Does Buha have op attack
I don't think
capabilities?
so, no.
Then no. Okay.
9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. This one here, by the way, has done a crit to blast on Tompkin.
fuck.
Nice. Okay. Tompkin takes a substantial blow from the both of them. They both managed to hit. And that is that. Fenris,
Okay,
tis your turn.
I was gone for a little bit for a bathroom break during the thing. Recap for me really quickly. This red dot on the one on the right is slow.
Yes.
Okay, and then other than that, anything else of extreme importance from that session or from that little loop through other than this guy at the bottom?
I don't believe so.
Alright. I think with these two grouped up all juicily. This seems like a good time for fireball.
I agree.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna use my last 3rd level spell slot and fireball here to hit both of
Okay.
these birds.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me that damage, and they will make the dex saves.
Oh right, I don't even have to roll it.
That is definitely not enough for either of them. They're both going to fail.
Eighteen,
Okay.
22,
Uh,
5. I rolled
Oh, how-
33. It's 8d6, right? I'm not being
yeah,
stupid. Okay, 33.
it's 66.
No, it's
No,
For a
fireball,
86.
fireball is 8d6, right?
Oh
Yes.
shoot, is it?
Yep.
Yes.
What is 68? What am I thinking of?
68.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Is that
I
I'm
will.
just
I will
Is that
confirm that just to
Sunbeam?
make sure I'm not being stupid.
No,
maybe.
that might be.
because I think
don't know.
I've been I struggled with that a whole lot on Sunny. Yeah,
yeah.
68 is Sunbeam.
Can you show me the radius one more time, Zach?
Yes. I believe I was from here. It's a 20-foot radius, so this-ish.
Okay. So, a couple things occur. Those two take the full damage, they fail. This bursts, this bursts. Okino's on fire.
Oh,
Okay, they're not down.
No.
Oh, did he not save?
Fucking- They
They-
Did he
saved,
not save?
but
Oh,
they
shouldn't it be
still
evasion
got,
then?
They still. Oh, you're right. They're fine then. They're in the middle of like fire now. Like they were in a bush, and like it's the cartoon thing of the bush lights on fire and burns away, and Okino's just like crouched in there. All their
Blink,
eyes
blink.
are open wide. Blink, blink. Yeah, blinky, blink, blink.
I think I just.
And his
I think I just
it's
yelled,
like-
"Sorry, I didn't know you were there."
Okino just like puts their hands
Signs
on the sides of their head
bathroom.
and looks up at this thing directly in front of them and signs bathroom. Oh, bathroom! Ah! No.
It's like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they already used the bathroom just now. So if I was about to be trampled by 2 griffins and was almost set on fire, I'd probably have used the bathroom already.
And then this white bird, scary. So I am going to move, and then that will be my turn.
Okay.
Hop in the bubble. The red bubble. Get in the
Speaking of-
bubble.
Yeah, jump in that bubble.
Get in the water.
I should do something with that actually. Give me like 2 quick seconds while I
I'm
deal
gonna
with
shoot.
what that.
I'm gonna shoot somebody. I don't know who. Probably
Oh,
the dog.
oh.
All right, government agent.
I'm turning you
Government
into the
agent.
FBI.
I'm transfiguring everyone here into FBI agents.
Hello. I am John FBI.
Hello. Jonathan FBI.
Are you selling cocaine to underage minors?
Oh.
Of course, not the same as overaged
I was
minors.
gonna say, what is an underage minor versus an aged minor?
An underaged minor is a minor working in the mines.
Oh. Oh.
Then what is an age
Minor.
An adult working in the mines.
Ah, I see.
This
Someone who
and-
deserves to retire, but is unable to due to the unsustainable wages provided by the mining establishment.
You really are a government agent.
Who told you?
John FBI.
No.
Jonathan
This can't be.
FBI.
He betrayed you, John.
Okay. So 2 dream bubbles pop, and now there are just 2 dream entities, also very confused, in the dead center of your map space. Do with that information as you shall. Okuna is going to skedaddle away
Christ.
from that. They're fucking out of there. I don't think that their cover should be blown. You can tell just how much time I've spent playing a rogue. Let me check that really quick. I think that rolling to hide is rolling to hide, even if they did get accidentally blasted by a fireball. That
I
was really
agree.
more for you guys than anything. I was just like Okuna being like, what the fuck? So I'm just gonna leave that alone. Okuna will take their blast, their shot, and now be visible. Okay. No crit, but still get hit. And I'll do that for my phone because math is hard. Okay. Alrighty. This one bursts into basically like blue glitter and confetti.
I'll be
Like a-
right back.
like a-
I'm so sorry.
Like a harmless bomb explosion, essentially. And it is gone.
Oh, we took down one of the birds.
Yep, one of the birds is done.
Let's go!
Nice.
Okuna's going to try and hide again. Not their best hiding job. Let me see what their plus is. No. No, I'm gonna leave them there. That's a 14. Their stealth. Yikes. Well,
Hmm.
it's Howie's turn, so we shall wait patiently and eagerly for our lad to return to us.
I'm back.
Howie,
Oh, our
Howie,
wait is over.
please.
Honestly think I'm probably just gonna try to disengage and run.
Okay, yeah,
Like-
go for it.
Do these guys, I know they were surprised looking before. Do they look angry?
An insight.
Okay. That's 11 plus 1 as a dog, so 12 insight.
They don't look angry. They just look surprised, genuinely, as far as you can tell.
I think I would just and just honestly, because they're not actually on the map yet, are they? They're like 10 feet away.
Yeah, they're 10 feet back. They're not directly in front of you.
I think. And oh, they destroyed one of them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. this thing is also here. Just a lot's changed since last turn.
There's also
Um,
one up here. These are dream entities because 2 of the dream bubbles were
Mhm.
bursted with
Yeah.
fireball.
So I think, because I don't want to get any closer to this thing, but I also am scared of these guys. So I think I might try to go around the bubble or something.
Sure.
I think I will, because if I take an action to dash, I can move 100 feet. So I honestly think I would probably want to go like swoop. Swoop. And then swoop. Like here. If that makes.
The where?
Can you
I
guys
don't
see that?
No.
Nope.
Here, I'll take a screenshot.
Oh,
Oh,
there it
now I
is.
can see
I
it.
see it
Uh,
now.
Okay, there we go. And that's 100 feet. And I'll bonus action have Buha move 20 feet.
Okay.
Can Buha reach from here to bonk?
What's the bonk range?
5 feet.
Yep,
Cut.
that's close
Yeah,
enough. I'll
yeah.
just say it's fine.
Thank you.
Walk. Yep.
Oh, that's a 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Sorry, and it's I believe. I forget if Buha was at third or. Okay, Buha was just at normal level. Okay, so that would be 1d8 plus 4. So I'll roll that now. Sorry, 5 plus 4, so 9 damage, 9 points of force.
9 points of force.
So bonkage.
Bonk. Bonkage. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Sorry, that
Olin,
took a
your
while.
go. How dare you?
Holden.
Is he a Pokemon?
Yes.
Who's that Pokemon?
Things are spawning in around me, and I don't know if they're evil or not, so I'm gonna go towards the one I know is evil, and I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna walk here, I'm gonna like stand in front of it a little bit, kind of get in its way, and huzzah! I'm going to swing with my sword. Swing swoosh. That is a 18
Yes, that hits.
for 11 damage.
Ouch.
And then I do another, and then it's it's a 9.
No.
Guys, I'm so sleepy. I will stand
your
here
turn?
with my shield up. Holden will yell out like, what are we doing? What is the plan?
Oops, I didn't do
Someone translate. Someone.
Ray is running. Keep them off him. Them. Them? Him? What is Ray's pronoun?
Both.
Either one.
Them.
Both of those.
Either.
I got it right for what?
I'm proud of you.
Who's that? God?
it. That was the new person. That was the
Yeah.
Yeah, who's this dream person?
Thanks, Okino. Wait, you can speak?
Okuno's like, you weren't supposed to know that yet. You have to die. And slowly turns the short bow.
Oh, drat.
Okino
So-
could probably one shot Fenris.
On a crit? Yes.
If it's the first shot of the the round or whatever, you've been taking
Oh,
an action,
yeah.
it's an auto crit.
Yeah.
So then
Alright.
maybe.
Holden's turn's done, right?
Yeah.
Yep, it's your go.
All right. I'm going to move over here a little bit closer to Holden, which should still give me. Yep, this is okay. I'm going to use my. I'm going to use my 4th level. And I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip. And I'm going to target the bird that Holden is fighting, as well as the 2 other birds, the white birds that are attacking us. And they all have to make an intelligence save.
Okay. I bet you would have never guessed this. They're very dumb. Sometimes.
Good.
In this form specifically, they're not the smartest.
They've
Wow.
got goober brain.
I'm standing on my head and spinning like I'm breakdancing.
All of them
Why?
rolled 14 or lower.
Okay, my DC is 15.
Fantastic.
Let me see if I can find another D6 because they're all going to take 3d6 psychic damage. Nope, I'm not going to bother. I'll just roll one of these twice. So that's a 6. Ooh, that's a 3. And that is another 6. So that's 15 psychic damage that they take. They cannot take reactions until the end of their next turn. Also, on their next turn, they can either move, action, or bonus action. They can only pick one.
Ooh, okay.
For which two?
For the
All
3,
three of
for the big bird that Holden's fighting, and the 2 white birds.
Nice. That's huge.
That is, yes. I hope so.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Alrighty. Speaking of the creatures, they're not gonna move. They're just gonna take their pot shots at. That dog is such a problem, but they can't shoot the bubbles. They don't want to, at least.
I guessed right.
Alright, they're just gonna shoot at Holden.
Sorry,
Both
Holden.
I'm
Sounds
living.
of them.
No, no.
Okay, only one's gonna hit, I think. The other one was low, and the other one was over 20. What is your AC?
19, because I do not have my buddy Alden currently.
Alright. Your buddy is elsewhere, unfortunately.
But he's on. Oh wait, no, he's not in the book. He's in danger.
Yeah, Holden's dealing with other bad things.
Wait, Trey, what is
What?
the level for Mind Whip?
I
Well,
used
pretty
I used a 4th level. I upcast it.
Okay, and you only have 1 slot, right?
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, 12 damage for you. That Tompkin is with Ray. The other one has taken their shots and missed. We are back at the top of the round. This individual is now no longer in the stunned phase of everything that just fucking happened. They're hopping off of the creature that they were on, running up about 30 feet, which is right there. Close enough. They're gonna raise up their staff, sway it around in a couple of circles, And it starts making this very gentle, jingling sound, and you hear them speak, though none of you understand what they are saying. Sometimes they're speaking in a language you don't understand. Sometimes they're speaking in some sort of a whispery tongue that is familiar to one of you.
Wow.
Ooh.
One by one, the three of these remaining turn to look towards this individual and slowly start reverting back into their old forms.
You said it was
Way-
wispy.
It is a wispy
Wispy.
with it in
Oh my god, Holden, maybe you're a dream person.
I don't think it's
Uh-oh.
Holden that recognizes it.
it is not Holden.
That's why I asked
Okay.
wispy.
Wispy.
That fucking
Ignore all
Fenris that
this.
I hate.
It's fine. Honk.
I was diddly speaking like that when I went crazy.
No, when you were looking into things that you shouldn't have and fucking with things like you always.
That's why I went crazy.
Go
And,
crazy,
yeah.
brah.
With
Go,
that,
Super,
the sounds of combat quiets. Unless you guys would like to continue to fight, that's totally up to you. These guys are out of here. They're done.
Holden will have his shield up, but he'll dismiss the sword.
I give a very
Are we good?
trepidatious.
I think so. I'm gonna
What's-
slowly approach this person.
What did you do?
Who are you speaking to? Are you
The
speaking to this
person
individual?
Rose like turns to the person and just like, what did you do?
The individual is like looking around at all of you and starts speaking in a language that I'm fairly certain none of you speak. Do any of you speak Quarry?
No.
No.
Okay. And Ray's a dog. And I also don't think Ray speaks Quarry, but yeah, they're speaking in some sort of strange tongue that you don't understand. Kind of like looking amongst the group of you and like looks at Rose and like makes a pointing gesture, nothing like aggressive, but in a like almost like an accusatory point. And like gestures to the group of you and is like just kind of like talking, and then like pauses and waits for you to respond.
1 second.
Did anybody get that?
No, we
No.
we can't understand you. Sorry.
Woof.
That was just Ray saying woof.
Do not woof.
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 Wait, I have a way to speak with them and they'll understand it, but it'll be limited.
Okay.
Is it sending?
Yeah.
Woof.
If you want to do it.
Holden, stop! You're not a dog.
I'm gonna hold my hands out, like not aggressively towards them,
Wait,
like
don't we have Tompkin here to translate potentially?
If
Well-
Tom can understand.
And also, oh sorry, one of them recognized one of the languages, but not the.
yes.
The other one.
But you can't.
I
Wait,
can't. I
was
don't
it a
speak
language
English.
they speak?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry then.
I mean, just to check, it is the language that Fenris started accidentally speaking in when he was messing with the runes on the gates. Rin?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Fenris is gonna cast sending to this person. I'm gonna like hold my hands up so that they look at me, and then point at his. He's gonna point at his own forehead, and then point at this person's, and then cast sending to kind of try and convey like the person in your head is me before I start talking.
Okay.
Sending should work as the the receiver understands my message if they have a intelligence score of over 1, and same on the other way.
Okay. Yeah.
My message is
Maybe list the languages you can speak as well.
we can't understand you. Do you speak common? How can you speak that wispy language? Where... I'm sorry, take that back. What's your name? We aren't here to hurt you. That's 24.
Thanks.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Sorry.
I think actually 25th word will just be sorry. After a delay.
After delay. Okay. So your questions were the name,
The name,
how it speaks the language.
the wispy language, and what asking if it speaks common. The statement was, we can't understand you.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. They focus in on you, Fenris, and you get a response. This person says,
Die, 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 die.
"Prepare to die." My name
Prepare
is
for
Zico
trouble.
Montoya.
You killed my father.
You killed my
Prepare
bird.
to die. You killed my bird. Yeah. They respond and they say, "Common is not common here. My name is Zipil. Your other question is hard to answer. How did you get here? What do you want?" It's all 25.
Yeah.
Let us go
Oh my-
home.
That
please.
was Yugen's. The accent is back. Yeah.
Again, I'm ready. Some of this down.
I'll put that name down as well.
What did they say?
They said that common isn't common here. They want to know how we got here, why we're here. They don't appear hostile.
I'll bamf out of my wolf form. Or hellhound form.
You have Tompkin on your shoulders.
Wait, the
Being
bird,
bad guy.
the griffins are back in normal griffin form, right? Like with the face.
Hmm.
Yes, the mouths are closed currently.
I actually turn to the griffin. Can you speak to them? And I point to the person, to Zippel.
Make a an insight check really quick.
Okay. What's my insight? It's a 17 plus something. Plus 5, 22.
Okay. From what you can tell based off of the conversation, as short as it was, with them, as well as the actions made by Zipil, these creatures have a set amount of instructions, kind of like a robotic code of its own. These are closer to constructs than they are as creatures. And it seems like based off of how hellbent they were on kicking the shit out of
Tompkin.
thank you, Tompkin, that their goal is dealing with outsiders specifically, not with anything else. So they do not respond to you, most likely because they do not deem it as part of their mission / goal.
I turn to Rose. Rose, do you have ascending?
I do. I only
don't
have one.
I don't. Oh, I can. Hold on. I can send another one. Give me a second. I am going to quickly cash in a level 1 spell for a sorcery point, and then turn those sorcery points into a level 3 spell. And then I will cast another sending to them.
Okay.
And say, a friend brought us here in emergency to recover. We are just here to sleep. We will be leaving shortly. Can the Griffins translate conversation?
All your words.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Zippo looks at you and like kind of furrows their brow and is like really confused. Like look and looks around for a second. Okano comes out into the open now. It seems like the conflict is ended. They're gonna kind of stand over here by you. Zippo looks at the group of you. Ray, are you moving? Or are you staying back behind the bubble?
I think I'll stay for now.
Okay. Okay. Gonna make a roll for a choice. Fantastic.
Last time we made a sudden move, these things attacked.
Yeah. Okay. They'll respond and say, no. These creatures do very simple tasks. They don't listen to me for that complicated. They like kind of like make a hand wave, like nah, whatever.
Then respond.
Who
Bathroom.
is your friend?
Banyo.
We haven't seen outsiders in a very long time.
For
Very
this
strange.
message, I'm saying the message out loud and common for the group as it comes through.
Okay.
Okay.
So everyone who can hear me should have heard those words.
Do we?
Um,
I think Rose just like turns to the group and is like, "Do we tell them?"
If you want to use the sending, and confirm revealing our friend will keep it safe, then I don't think that's a bad idea. How many spell slots do you have?
Just the 1/3 level.
Okay.
Ray, do you have any sendings?
Sorry, it's looking.
Ray's
Oh
out
no,
of
I'm not a
sight.
dog anymore.
Ray's still out over here.
Because I was kind of with
Oh, you're still
with
far
the-
away.
Yeah, with
I thought
them
you
hiding.
approached. Sorry.
No, not yet.
I think, Rose, if you want to say, like, we want to confirm our friend will be safe before telling you who it is, because we need them to take us home, among other things. I don't think that's a bad idea.
Okay. Rose will kind of like wave a hand to get Zippel's attention, and kind of do the same motion that Fenris did of like pointing to herself, so that Zippel knows that she is the center of this message.
Okay.
And she'll say, we are concerned that giving our friends identity will endanger them. No, take that back. Will there be trouble for them if we tell you?
Also mentioned
Sorry,
homes
magic
at
is
point.
low. What'd you say, Howie?
Oh, we maybe also mentioned that we need to get home at some point.
Oh, yeah. Scratch that. Those last. What was that? I have 4 words left.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Um,
I haven't heard anything past will there be trouble for them. Everything went silent for a second.
Oh, I hadn't. Will there be trouble for them if we tell you? And then I have 4 words left.
Okay.
They'll take us home.
Okay. Zippel places like their hands on their hips, not in a like judgmental like way, but in a like thinking expression. And they shake their head and respond to your sending. No, I don't think there would be violence unless someone else started it. Just curious because they like pause to think how to phrase this with the limited amount of words that they've got. Only way we've traversed plains is with special weapons. We've got 5. Never seen it done differently.
Rose is
I'll
saying
show
this
you a
all.
special weapon.
Oh.
Oh.
Rose is saying this in common out loud so people can hear. I would like to incite them.
Okay, go ahead.
I would also like to insight.
That's cocked. That is a 16.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Fenris?
Ooh.
Fenris, they're lying to you. Absolutely lying. No, you can't quite tell. I'm not going to penalize you with this. You can't tell at all. Maybe there's a really good liar. Hard to know. But with Rose, you feel pretty sure that they're being forthright and honest with you. Their body language and the way that they're talking, the fact they're standing in the dead center of a group of you, it would be kind of insane for them to be lying and right in front of you guys.
Rose will kind of look at the others and shrug. I think they're being believable.
Should we yell for Ray?
Yeah, let's get Ray over here.
Ray, it appears to be safe. Can you come over with Tompkin?
I looked to Tompkin. Are you good, Luco?
Tompkin doesn't look like they feel like they're in danger. They are a little rigid. for sure. They look at you. Do I have to? They're just calling for you.
I said
Well, they're
Tompkin.
they're calling for me because I was with you. Uh,
They like cringe.
they really just
No.
want you.
Make a persuasion, please.
All right.
I'm gonna go to sleep now. Good luck.
Face
Yeah, I think-
down on the ground.
I can't
Not
one.
communicate with this person. Oh,
Oh,
Yep. Tompkin shakes their head and goes, "I'm gonna stay over here."
Oh, come on, please.
No.
We can't even talk to them. Okay. What if? I was already kind of on the fence about this before, but this is fine. How about this? You asked me before if you could be like my perma nightmare, right?
They like focus more on you, like, "Oh, my interest is piqued," kind of expression. They wait.
It's like, well, as sucky as you make sleeping, you're a pretty helpful person. So, yes. My answer is yes.
Tompkin grins at you and then goes, "Then fine. Sure."
Alrighty, let's go.
well, you
And
guys
over
are
they
dream
walk.
married.
Well,
Don't.
two of the 4 party members have shadows now. Holden, when is it gonna happen for you and me?
don't even start. Don't even start. I wanted Caledon so bad.
No,
I'm gonna kill
Okay,
Rose.
but what?
I'm
let's
gonna
go.
kill
Rose
Rose.
shadow is really nice.
Yeah.
Mine makes me afraid.
I'll take it. Shut the fuck up. Gimme.
You're a paladin. Anyway,
I'm so. I'm sorry. I was about to make that joke. Ironically, I'm so underpowered, bro. I'm so Paladin. You know how useful I was this fight? Not at all. I'm joking. I'm very much joking.
Me. So I'll ask Tom, can you get small? I'll carry you, or you can just be on my shoulder or something.
No, Tompkin had already become small.
Yeah.
On their last round, they'll climb up onto your shoulder. It's
Yeah,
like one solid jump.
And I'll walk over to the group. Heyo.
Rose will motion her hands towards Tompkin and kind of like presenting.
Wait,
Ta-da!
I have. Oh shit! Do you ever just do math wrong?
Uh-oh.
No, I have enough that if I sacrificed the rest of my spell slots, I could do one more sending.
Well, you may not have to, if Tompkin can translate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
actually,
let's-
that's a good
let's-
question.
Let's wait and to see. But yeah, Rose will do that. She'll just kind of motion with her hands.
Okay. You guys see Zipil turn and look at Ray, and their eyes turn to Tompkin. It's pretty quick. Like it's very obvious that they lock in. They know what's going on now. They walk up and get like kind of directly in your face. Not in it like they don't look aggressive, but they like don't care about your personal boundaries of like personal space right now.
That's fine.
It's more so to get into Tompkin's face than yours,
Yeah.
actually. Tompkin kind of like recoils. You know when like your head goes into your shoulders, like your neck
Mhm.
disappears a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ray is a little like, oh, this person's pretty. Like, and also like, 1,000 other things are going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so Tompkin like leans back a little bit while on your shoulder. Zipil looks just kind of confused and starts like speaking in that strange tongue that none of you know. And Tompkin like makes a face and says something back, and they do like a back and forth for a good 60 seconds. If anyone would like to make an insight to try and gauge generally what's happening here, you can try.
I
Sure.
would very much like to.
I'm gonna guidance
Can I do it
myself.
with advantage because they're literally right in my face?
No.
Okay.
I think it's the same because I would give you advantage if you were more familiar with these people, but these are both still kind of strangers to you.
Fair.
15 plus 4, so 19.
I
I
did
also
roll
rolled a
my
15.
second natural one in a row.
Oh my
Plus,
god.
oh god. 15
Another
plus
one.
8 for 23.
Okay. 23, 19, and another 19? What was the other 15?
23,
23,
19!
19?
Shut up.
Where's the sock?
It was a nat 1
What
for
was
Zach.
Rose's? What was
19.
Rose's that we had? Okay. And then did Holden roll anything?
Holden did not. He is like, he's sitting crisscross on the ground, and his eyes are struggling to stay open.
Oh.
Because I
Oh,
think
poor
I
guy.
said earlier, he was like, "Can I go to sleep now? Or does everyone? Are we good?"
Let's move back to the hole.
I'm gonna assume this person's either gonna not kill us or I don't know. Let me know if you're dead.
Lays down on the floor. I don't know if any of you have seen Rescuers Down Under, but all I can think about is because you're right next to this griffin. There's a scene in that movie where Marahute, the big golden eagle, is like looking upside down at the little boy. It's just like the front view of an eagle upside down is very funny to me. That's all I could think about right now.
I'm gonna flavor my natural one as being completely distracted and deciding to go take Holden back to the hole so he has a place to properly sleep.
The hole.
Holden's hole.
Yep.
Holden's hole.
Holden's
The hole
Holden.
den.
Holden.
Okay, for the other two of
I don't
you,
even have to make the joke.
I'll start with Rose, and then I'll give any bonus information to Ray. The conversation between the two starts out with Tompkin being very defensive and Zipil asking a bunch of questions, you assume, based off of the tonality of, like, typically when you ask a question, it raises up at the end when you go like, "What are you doing?" Or "How are you?"
Mhm.
That's typically how it goes. So there's like a bunch of questions being asked, and Tompkin is probably vaguely answering based off of how short and curt the responses are. It takes a little bit of like pushing, metaphorically speaking, before Tompkin, you assume, says something that Zipil starts to like connect some dots, and they kind of grin a little bit at that, and they seem pretty satisfied with the answer. They say a couple more things before Tompkin will start doing some translations for Zipil. But for you, Ray, you're right in front of this person. You get all of that same information. Plus, when something dawns on Zipil, you notice that, like, not only is it a grin, it's like a shit-eating grin, and then they say something that's very clearly like teasing. And very obviously, Tompkin doesn't like that very much, but doesn't do much about it. They're just kind of like huffy and turn their head away irritably.
Alright.
Seems like they've kind of figured something out. You gonna say something?
No. I'll just wait for the translation.
Okay. Zipper will say some things, and then Tonkin will translate kind of irritably and be like, "They don't want me to leave. I have to go. They want me to go talk to somebody because apparently this isn't like a normal thing that I can do or whatever. You guys have to sleep a while anyway, right? That one does. In the hole."
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
long
I
is
need to
the
sleep.
Like, how far away is this person you have to talk to?
Hold on. They turn back to Zipil and ask the question. Zipil responds and Tompkins groans, essentially. Looks at all of you. They say that it's not far because it's up, but it's the getting there that's the difficult part, or whatever. It's the... Hold on. They ask again. Gets repeated. Tompkin looks at you guys. They say it's the Lucid Plateau. It's where a lot of people like them are. They said that there's a couple people, really just one apparently, that does still speak common that you could talk to.
Well,
Do
I mean,
oh no, sorry, what were you about to ask?
you go.
Okay. Do we need to go as well?
Turn and speak to Zipil, and then Zipil respond. They look at you. They say no, not necessarily, but if you wanted more answers and don't have to use all your spells, then that's probably where you'd want to go. But if you want to stay here, they said it's fine. Just make sure you don't get picked up by Dream Eaters.
I turned around.
That sounds absolutely awful.
I turned to Rose.
let's
I,
not-
I would like to go.
You
Let's not get
probably
you-
also don't want to get swallowed up by the Grand Divide either, so...
The what? Never mind.
I also wouldn't mind going, but you know, Holden still needs to rest for a few more hours.
Would we be able to rest at the Lucid Plateau?
They'll turn, speak to Zipil, Zipil will speak to them, they turn back to you. They said yeah. They said there's probably space.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
I curl up into a ball and roll.
Alright, well, how do we get
Shut
up there?
Sonic.
We can potentially provide transportation, but do they already have a way? Because
They-
we have access to a wyvern.
Same thing as always. Zipil speaks to, or they speak to Zipil, Zipil speaks to them. They said you can take some of these creatures. So they have to go back and report anyway, I guess. So you can ride 2 per. And Zipil can transport themselves.
Is everyone good with that?
Sounds good to me.
Might as well.
Alright. Let's get the book and make sure everything is alright.
You see Tompkins is gonna jump off your shoulders and hop over to land on Holden's chest. Get up.
Oh, why you got to do that?
They have the extra leverage of Holden is lower in the ground while they're in the hole, and they are jumping from the top of the hole.
Oh. Are
And they
dead?
land.
Am I dead?
They land solidly on your chest.
Not yet.
They grin and they lean in and they go, "There's blood everywhere."
Oh.
The screams
They're
they
not
were
dead.
awful, Holden.
Wait, what?
Like it's
They're
like
not
a
dead.
song. They're beautiful. Now there's
Tompkin.
just their souls remaining.
Tompkin!
You should have been there for them.
I can't even understand what's being said.
They'll jump out of the
This
hole
is
and dust
going to
themselves
haunt my
off.
subconscious for years, and I can't understand what you're saying. Like when you first wake up, somebody says, "Hey man, left some food out on the counter," but all you hear is, "I'd rather what?" And then they leave.
Where am I?
Where am I?
Hey man,
Just
I cooked you
checking,
some
was I-
food. It's still... No, yeah, you were good.
Okay,
I-
solid. All right.
Yeah,
Just making sure.
it's that.
Who's doing a bit?
Hey man, I'm gonna run
Okay.
out. I'm gonna run out a little bit later. Do you want anything? But you just woke up, so you don't process any of it, and you go.
You hear
you go, "What-
out.
what?"
Anything?
You say what, and then they leave. They just walk out.
I'm like, oh.
I've never woken up to someone offering me food.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. It was the only comparison I could think of. I know where you live. We can remedy that.
True.
That sounds like a threat.
I also know where you live. I can remedy that. Give me 8 hours and I'll be there.
It's just like a really, like, just soup. Just
It's cold by the time I get there, but soup would arrive.
I know where Bryn is, so give me 3 hours and I'll
You'll bring
go
up
to
my
Bryn's
grave.
place.
Yeah. Give us 11 hours and Trey and I will be there.
Give me 11 hours and I'll pour cold soup on Bryn.
All right. What is your plan?
I will walk with my friends, but I will be completely useless in looking for things.
You're getting on a griffin, if that is
I-
what you are planning to do.
I will lay on the griffin and sleep.
That's not a good idea.
That
I
will
will
only
ask-
Bad
you
idea.
enter.
I will ask the griffin not to eat me kindly.
That's not the concern.
I will try and hold Holden on the griffin.
I'm gonna lay on this motorcycle and go to sleep.
I still see no problem. That's my weekend activity.
Sleep cycling.
Yeah.
Sleep
This is what we-
cycling.
It's turned out pretty well for me. Strangely, there's
Yenison
always
aren't doing well.
horrifying news reports when I get home.
All right, gang.
Let's
Are
get on
we
these
hopping
griffins.
on?
I'll
Blue
hop
Yeah.
on.
Skidooing?
We're hopping.
Yeah.
I'll red
What
skidoo
happened?
this time.
Oh. Die.
Okay. You all climb onto one of these 3 griffins. Doesn't really matter, but if you have a preference for who you climb on with, go ahead and let me know.
No preference.
Nah, it's whatever.
I would like to ride with Ray.
Why?
Oh, friendship.
I shall
I guess,
ride alone
I
and
guess
sleep.
I was about to say no. I'm gonna ride with Holden.
All right, Okino will ride alone then.
No, Rose, go sit with Okada. Everything will be fine. I am
I don't-
awake. I've dropped the reins. There are no reins.
Similar
is it
to Tompkin, the large quadrupedal creature that was with Zipil turns small, still quadrupedal, but it's kind of like a larger like monitor lizard with like little horn pieces still present. Just a lot less menacing and spiky this way. And carryable. Zipil kind of drapes it across their shoulders like a scarf. And they tap the end of their staff into the ground. The stone pieces illuminate, and they sit on the staff when it is sideways, like it's a broomstick. They make a whistle. The 3 griffins hone in on Zipil and start following. First, kind of in a horizontal pattern, and then you slowly start lifting upward and kind of going in between the air bubble, nightmares, and dream groupings. It's like there's like this weird natural wind pattern that kind of pushes them along, which creates these small pockets of space that if you don't know where they are, you just wouldn't see them. It's tight, but it's flyable. You guys zoom along for probably 5-10 minutes. I say as I grab another reference image. There we go. Eventually, you break through the dream and nightmare bubbles. There's kind of like a range in which they stop forming, or they just don't go that high. It's a little kind of windier, so to say. Up here, it doesn't really feel like wind. It just feels more like force, kind of pushing on you and making you want to tilt off to one side or the other. It's serene and peaceful up here with the Dream Plain mountainscape in the background. And there's this large piece of like floating stone that is connected to several other floating stones via these bridges and walkways. It's very beautiful in these pastel colors. There's a lot of blue to this area. Some of the individuals that you can see from up above are typically adorned in some sort of reds on their clothing or paints or whatever on their person, and then they have these like creatures with them. Every single person here seems to different iterations of prey type animals for the most part. So you're seeing deer and like really strangely large mice and some birds. I don't know. There's like a wide variety of these types of creatures here. You all land in the center. There's like a large walkway space, and it's the closest thing to a town square that there is. It's more like a large circle around the this like large waterfall-esque feature in the center. That's this like beautiful blue glowing liquid. It's like glittery and very ethereal and beautiful. Rose and Fenris and Ray, could you three give me a history check?
Ooh.
1.
Okay.
Oh
I
my,
rolled
my
not
god,
one.
guys.
Thank the
Right,
Lord,
Squad.
I'm spared from this torment.
History, you said?
Yep.
30-20.
I got a
Okay.
17.
Okay. For the two of you, not Ray. There is a world wonder that looks exactly like this. The water is described as being just like this, as from what you've seen in paintings and stuff. It's this way. It's something called an ethereal waterfall. With your roll, Fenris, of being at 20, the other like the location of the ethereal waterfall on the material plane is in Kashvani, actually, which I promise was not something I made right before this session. That has been there since before we played session 1. I just think it's really wild.
Damn.
Kashvani is where we're going to, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah. You all land and you're gestured to get off of the griffins. You're getting a couple of like quite a few strange looks. You do not belong here. People here are strange too, though, for your standards of what the material plane is like. They all have some sort of like animalistic features to them, and all of them have the same kind of tightly knit patterned clothing. A lot of the people here almost look like something you would see in a dream. They have very strange features to them.
Can I make a
Mhm.
roll to see if any of the people that are looking at us right now, like, can I look and see if one of them is the monkey guy that we saw in the lava temple?
Sure.
What roll would that be?
Perception or investigation, actually.
Investigation would be an 11.
Looking around, don't really see him.
Okay. Worth a shot.
It was worth a shot.
A what?
A
A
shot.
shot.
A shot.
A shot.
I thought you said chat. I was like, what the?
You heard her.
Did I fucking stutter? But yeah. Zipil says a couple of things, and Tompkin huffs. He looks at you guys like, this is tiring. I'm tired of this job already. It sucks. Zipil says to follow them, and they'll take you to where you guys can take a nap, and then I have to go with them. Zipil says that it's fine if you want to come along, but you don't have to.
Is
I-
the person that speaks common? Will that be with you guys?
Hold on. I talk to Zipil again. Zipil like thinks about it for a second, and then says a couple things back. And Tompkin looks at you all once more. Zipil says that they would be inside of that big building, I guess, over there. Waking Citadel. That's what it is.
I will go there then.
Yep.
Holden.
Uh,
Sleepy time.
uh,
I'll take that as a yes.
are we there yet?
Yes.
I'm also like not super spent, but if we're going to be doing some important stuff later, I'd like to rest.
I am gonna talk to the person who speaks common and then join you in sleeping.
Well, if we're just gonna talk for a bit, fine.
I guess this is a question for the DM. Are we doing the one long rest per 24 hours thing?
Nah, that's
Okay.
not needed.
All right, just making sure.
Nah, you guys can take another nappy nap if you desire, especially on that dream plane. I mean, nap all you want.
Oh, true. So true. All right. I guess I'll go with Fenris and meet up with you later, Ray and Holden.
Wait, are you coming along?
Yeah.
I was talking to Ray.
Oh,
Pretty sure that's
I'll
where
go.
we're gonna go anyway, so
Yeah.
if you want to come set your stuff down first, that's what Zipil says.
That's
Sure.
true. Let's set our stuff down and we're still taking the book with us, right?
Yeah.
I like looking.
yes.
Okay.
So onward.
We'll go to the nap spot, set our
The
stuff
nap
down, and then
Okay. Along one of the large bridges, you're able to peer over the side if you are not afraid of heights. You can see down into this like a sea of teal and red orbs underneath you that seem to be in this like pretty what is the word I'm looking for? They ebb and flow with each other like waves, but they do not ever touch each other. Like it's an organized chaos.
Mm,
Kind of like when you see a huge flock of birds flying together and they all do this like those cool swirling motions together. It's similar to that.
a murmuration.
Yeah.
That's a real thing. I actually know that.
Yeah. You end up at a home that seems old and pretty well loved, made out of the same stonework that you see the bridge made out of, and the same stonework that the floating island is made out of, which looks kind of plasticky, but is not, as you guys have learned. Heading inside, it's a very sorry, it's that time.
Very
It's a very
sleepy.
interesting display of things in here. There's a wide variety of knickknacks and weird things that would not be considered very cool to you guys is displayed in here like it's the coolest shit in the world. There's like a rusty pan on the wall and like a series of whistles on string that have been hung together from a large nail. There's like an old picture frame with nothing in it that's also on the wall. There's a bunch of just like weird stuff. It's like picked up junk and decorated a house with it. There is a bed in one of the rooms, kind of in the back, as well as a sitting area that's got a couch that's not the most comfortable, but it offers something. Zippel says a couple things, and Tompkin groans before translating. They said that this is their house, and you can just sleep wherever. They don't really care.
Bed.
Oh, tell Zippo we said thank you.
I'm literally
No.
breakdancing. Whoa.
Wow.
Don't break anything by
Mhm.
dancing.
Holden breakdance down the hall to the bed.
Wait, the dream
Also-
sleep?
Yes.
That's wild.
Obviously. Who else is gonna dream? Full 9 to 5.
Tompkin looks a little confused and shakes its head. These aren't dream people, stupid. Talking to Holden specifically.
What are you? We're on the dream plane. These are people living up. They're dream people.
Okay, that's kind of sounding a little racist.
I'm very confused how we've gotten here.
Why don't you go to sleep, buddy?
Go to bed.
Okay. Are they actors or are they just like I don't know.
Oh, there it
Holden
is.
wanders away to sleep. You all set your things down, and Okino is keen to stay. Sit down on a chair near wherever the bed is that Holden is going to be sleeping in. Less in a I don't trust these people and I don't want to leave, but more in a I'm gonna make sure Holden actually gets 8 hours of
I don't
sleep
trust Holden. I don't trust
and
Holden.
not sleep. Yeah.
I sign Okino bathroom.
Okino gives a head nod to Kurt bathroom in response.
I think Rose is gonna say, if you don't practice any other words, you're not gonna learn anything.
We are practicing other words. Such as toilet.
Okino does take out the book that they had been practicing out of to work on that some more while you guys are gone. They're studying. They do know other words. It just doesn't seem like
Oh,
important to anyone else.
yeah. Rose is
They got
not
'em.
talking
Hey,
about knowing other words. She's talking about practicing them.
Yeah, true. Don't say hey. You tell me the number of times you said the word bathroom.
because it's funny. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
that we're not studying the other ones.
Yeah, I know.
What do you think we do in
You're not
downtime?
practicing
We
any
We
of the
haven't
others?
had. I feel like the past 4 sessions have not even covered a full 24 hours. We have said bathroom so many times
Yeah.
in the past month.
To be fair, I think at this point, regardless of how many words do get learned, bathroom will stay as an inside joke. It won't be used as much, but it will still remain.
It's an outside joke. It is no longer inside. Everybody we come across has seen us do bathroom.
But not all of them know it means bathroom.
Okay. Who's staying? Who's going?
I'm going.
I'm going.
Yeah, I think everyone except Holden and Okina are going.
Okay. Alrighty. You all, 3 of you, set your stuff down. And Zipil leads you back out and across that bridge, and then up the steps into the Waking Citadel. At the top steps, right before the doorway, which is large and ridiculous, frankly, made out of stone, carved very intricately. It's very beautiful with those same patterns. Zipil will pause and look at you guys and say something. And Tompkin rolls her eyes and translates for you all. I said that there's going to be some big guys in here and not to worry about it. You're not in any danger up here. Just don't take a shot at somebody.
Okay.
Okay. You all give an affirmative nod, I assume, to Zipil, who nods and pushes open the door, which looks like it should be very heavy, but is light enough to be pushed. They open inward, and you all step inside.
What'd you call me?
God damn it.
And that's the end of session, you
Oh,
guys.
uh-oh.
It was a good time. I am gonna go find other people to play D&T with.
Oh.
Man,
Gotta get out of here.
I
Yeah.
didn't even do anything
I mean-
wrong.
What is it because
Oh
of
my god.
I'm sorry, it was an alley-oop.
Yeah.
it was
I-
really
My
funny?
legs just pick up my lap.
Sorry.
I've been cackling. Oh my god. I went, huh?
Shadow the
Oh.
Hedgehog.
That was so good.
Okay. You come into this space. It's dark in here, actually. There are no windows here, and there is one walkway up the middle that leads up some steps and onto this like flat platform. With the doors open, you can't really see much in this black abyss. If you'd like to look, you can. There is an interesting silhouette in the center of two very large individuals that seem kind of like androgynous humanoid shapes. And in the center is somebody sitting on their knees in some sort of like a prayer-esque sort of position, conferring with these two very large individuals. The eyes of the two quickly turn and look towards you all as you are stepping in. I'm grabbing another picture. Sorry. The individual sitting on their knees sits up. They're tall. They're like 8 feet tall, I would say. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at 8. 8-foot tall individual in here. Turns around. The body is not moved. The head turns around. It's this like large, featureless owl-like face. It has these like couple of like really long head feathers that stick off of the sides. It look kind of whisker-like. Look like this. And
Who was
after there's about a moment of time before the faces go dark. Everything goes dark for a second. You hear Tompkin make some sort of like irritable question in the language you can understand. Zipil says something in response. And then Tompkin kind of huffs and just waits. A general light returns to this space. The two large individuals are now gone. In fact, all 3 individuals have changed in appearance. There's still that like large black abyss surrounding the walkway space and like standing area at the top of those stairs. But there are now 2 individuals that have this like large mane of hair that it seems like they're underwater. Like the hair is just kind of moving and flowing behind them. They have these animal-like features and this like these masks over their faces. I'm kind of cocked and looking at you all a little confused. And in the place of the owl is a young woman who looks rather close to this. Similar long flowy hair. With these like little strands of oranges and stuff kind of peeling back off of the base of their head, kind of at the front. And they look a little confused at all of you, and she starts walking down. The other 2 remain standing where they are. She confers a little bit with Zipil. If there's anything you guys would like to do after that long ass description, let me know.
Hey guys, I'm not here for this, but I need some reactions to the owl right fucking now.
I was going to ask because I was like, this image looks very
I needed
familiar.
to hear some gasps and tables being thrown and like
Bryn
sobbing.
Bryn was describing still. you
Interrupt
fucking-
her! I don't give a shit.
This I don't remember where it's from.
Ooh, ooh.
Am I?
That's okay.
Would I know?
No, you're free.
No.
You're free.
Oh,
now.
okay.
You're free of this pain. It's not a bad thing, Howie. Probably.
I'm not gonna trust anything.
Oh,
That's probably
bad.
smart.
What does it remind me of?
you're gonna learn,
knows?
Howie.
You're gonna
What?
do a learning
What
here.
Is
Gonna
this-
learn to trust.
What could it remind you of? Yeah, okay. It is exactly
this-
what I thought it was.
Oh, did you find it?
Yeah, I had to. I wanted to see if it was a similar image or the same image, and it is the
Yep.
same image.
It is. Yep.
From what?
From strings.
Yep.
I was like, I can't remember if it's from this or from. It's
I'm
hurting
not
me that I
going.
can't
I'm
remember what
not
this
going to
is from.
say the name out loud. I would like for Howie to get that organically.
I just can't
Yeah.
remember the context.
You don't remember the finding it in a deep cave?
In a hole.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do kind of remember that.
I mean, it was a cave within a town, and we were led there by the people. But I'm going
This
sneaky
sounds like
night.
something I wasn't there for,
You
but
You were. I think.
Really?
You were. Yeah, I think all you were there for the first
You-
meeting of this individual. But
You did not leave strings on hiatus until after we met Pendus. And I'm pretty
Correct.
sure you were
No.
there for. You remember Big Bird? You remember the Zozotamani?
yeah.
And we had to cross through a big winding ravine with a bunch of caves and different paths to make it through. And that's where we saw the big bird with eye
Mhm.
patterns. And then when we got there, we met the people who spoke in
The Zoloans.
the Zoloans. Thank you.
Mhm.
The Zoloans had, I'm pretty sure it was the Zoloans, had a space, like a temple-ish area that had a cave that you had to go down. And at the bottom was our owly-faced friend that we now see.
Oh my god!
Yes.
I remember now.
Thank
Yep.
you.
there's the reactions I was hoping for.
Thank
Fantastic.
God. I was muted, so I saw the picture go in, and
I
was
have-
like,
I have zero recollections of this picture, but you said like the owl knowledge person in the Zoloan village, and like a completely different image hit my head for what I was visualizing for that at the time in strings.
Yeah, I remembered the image. I just could not remember the context until Shay.
I'm
Gave
only
it.
posting it in the Plane of Dreams just for a little bit of context. But there it is from November 2020.
Yippee!
The image that hit my brain when you said that person just now,
That
and
was
what I
before
think I
was
remember
born.
then, is the owl that's in it's in the library in the sand in Last Airbender.
Oh,
Oh, Wan Shi Tong.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
that
the
was very
image that
pretty
hit my
art.
head. Oh my gosh. Okay, continuing on.
Okay. So anyway, this woman speaks with Zipil for a moment. Topkin makes a face, this individual, like, she smiles and like kind of like an excited kind of grin, and then nods excitedly and says a couple things more before Zipiel starts stepping off towards the two individuals on the far side of the room. And Tompkin huffs. Okay, I have to go over there now.
Okay.
I die that's on your heads. Like points at all of you. They hop off of Ray's shoulder and
Okay.
How? How is it up? Okay.
they don't say anything in response. They just leave. Start
Well,
walking
we're
off.
the reason that they had to bring us here.
True. I turn to this person in front of us. Hello.
She smiles and gives you a wave.
Are you the person who speaks common?
Yes, I have not had to use common in a long time. A couple thousand years, I think.
Wow. We're
Wow.
old.
Yes.
I think Rose smacks Ray's shoulder.
How did you learn common? Have you been here that whole time?
No. I spent time on the material plane a long time ago.
Interesting. What's your
5,000
name?
years for you.
Huh. I guess much longer here.
Oh, yes.
What's your name?
Tally. Just call me Tally.
Hello, Tally.
Hello. What are your names?
I am Ray Vaso.
Ray.
Rosabella Gold.
Hello,
I'm
Rose.
Fenris. Fenris Sunfall.
Hi, Fenris. Well, I was told that you might have some questions.
Oh, so
I-
many, but we don't have enough time for all of them.
Well, there's nothing but time in the dream plane, and I was told that one of you is sleeping,
Yes.
so you have at least a couple of hours.
Well, to start with a loaded question, when I was studying on the material plane and researching planar travel, I came across these shells of portals that had weird runic symbols on them that I could not understand. I tried to write them down. It took many tries to be able to successfully write one without forgetting it as soon as I looked away. When I tried to read them and study them, I started speaking in this wispy language that I couldn't stop speaking until a few days later. And then out of the middle of nowhere, Zippel starts speaking that language to the griffin things to get them to stop attacking. What is that language? Do you know?
She, the grin is not leaving her face. She's like ushering you guys to leave this large room. Like nodding along, and be like, "You're right. A very loaded question." And she like laughs a little bit and gets like really close to your face. Just no sense of personal space. She goes, "Very loaded. Let's go sit on the stairs."
Sure. Any
Just-
opposition to that?
Just to check, who's the one speaking?
The woman.
The woman, Tally.
Okay, the one that I reacted to.
Yes.
Yes.
Gotcha.
AKA the owl's other form.
Okay, wanted to check.
For your knowledge, your metagaming knowledge, not really because it's from another campaign, Howie, but this is Talatia from their other campaign. So
That's-
she now goes by Tally.
Yeah, that's why I was a bit confused because I heard Tally and went, "Oh, it's the owl," but then the description said that it was the picture I reacted to, and I was like, I missed something. I missed a step."
Yeah, the
Apologies.
owl and the two silhouetted figures were in the room initially. Things went dark, and then when things illuminated again, it was Tally and the two creature humanoid things at the bottom.
Okay.
So they just shifted forms, essentially. You all go out and you sit on the steps. The language you were talking about, I think you were talking about Hush.
I'm not
Mhm.
sure its name, but I grab my notebook that has the symbols in it. But when I wrote down the symbols, they looked like this.
Are you showing her the symbols in your
Yeah.
notebook? Okay. She'll look at them and nod a little. I haven't really studied the Hush very much, but some of us here speak it.
Is it dangerous to speak?
No, I don't think it is dangerous. I think it is foreign, if that makes sense. Like a language that does not belong.
Like a
Do
like a
you
dead one, or just like a exotic one?
Like one that should not exist.
Oh,
From what I have been told of the language, I think that the first person to figure it out had to lose a language and learned that one instead. So it took before it gave. So our understanding is that it is a language that should not exist, but it does in the presence of taking from something else.
it's like French.
Like like the French. No, like
To all
a
of our French
sponge.
viewers out there, we're not sorry.
awesome? That's such a. Somebody needs to quote that. That's fucking awesome.
I would have loved it. To all of our French viewers out there, stop watching this.
Ugh.
But yes, that is Hush.
Good to know. Fenris is like flipped to a different page of that same notebook and is scribbling down notes. um, how I think we've seen people from this tribe before. We saw a person in a lava temple underneath a city called Ebony Arch that looked had similar symbols on their clothing to what we've seen here, and was able to travel to a different plane with a spear. I think they were holding.
Staff of some kind, yeah.
They wore a mask that looked like a monkey.
They
Are
had a
there
tail.
people that can travel between planes like that here?
She'll nod again. We have the closest thing to an armory here. We don't really have metal and things, but there was a creature we found on this plane that was trying to destroy it. And we killed it and used its parts to make weapons because we figured that it would happen again. And it has several times. But the weapons that we have are the things that cause people to know Hush. And those weapons are what allow us to go between planes, which is why we are so confused as to how you all got here. We were confused, but now it makes sense, I think.
Oh, wait.
Uh,
How does that work? If
With the weapons?
no, like how did we get here through Tompkin?
Well, it's a new thing that is happening with your friend, I think. Typically, there are dreams and nightmares, and it works a lot like the animals on your plane. There are hunters and there are prey. And the dreams are typically prey, and the nightmares are typically the hunters. Sometimes nightmares can influence dreams and make corrupted dreams. So then you see things that look friendly that are in fact very dangerous. But this is the first time we have ever seen a nightmare that has been corrupted instead.
So, Tompkin is a nightmare who was corrupted by a dream instead of a dream who was corrupted by a nightmare.
Yes.
Huh.
Interesting.
I think your friend might end up a lot bluer than they were. Hopefully. It'd be very cool to see.
Is there
Does that mean that having them around would make whoever is like their person stop having nightmares?
I don't know. We've never
Hmm.
seen it before.
Would be nice.
Or are they yours?
Why not?
and I
Oh.
immediately pat my head to Ray? What?
Don't worry
She,
about
like,
it.
Oh,
She like
What?
pats you on the head. Zero care for your personal space. Just very pat.
Ah, that's fair. Again, Ray doesn't mind when people invade personal space.
can I ask? These creatures that you said tried to destroy your plane. What did they look like?
They were all different, and multiple times they were working with the nightmares to try and get rid of us. Usually it was with the nightmares. One time
they
it was
usually-
with one of us, but that didn't go well.
Well, that could be who we saw. Sorry, but were the creatures that were invading, were they created like, were they usually like some sort of evil-looking monochrome, dark, inky black thing?
She perks up. Yes.
Okay, we're dealing with a
Have you
very
seen
similar
one?
Problem. Yep.
Brother.
They
There
appear on the material plane as well.
Oh,
and in quite a few others that they've already taken over.
We call the place where they come from the Stygian, and we call them Stygian beasts.
oh. Yeah, we just call them annoying or other meaner words.
They, of the planes that we have, I gesture to Rose and I, have been to physically and seen, they have cleared out and now control both the Feywild and the Shadowfell.
Oh. We've been stuck in here for a long time. Stuck isn't the word. We have chosen to stay in here for a long time. We weren't really sure what it was like out there.
For the most part, it's okay. The Stygian portals where those creatures come from can appear randomly, and there is a plague, but it could be worse.
Right. Face, face immediately kind of sours just thinking about it.
We found recently that there are people among, I guess, our
Say it.
people local to our plane,
Us.
who have been working with the Stygian, similar to maybe the person of your tribe who was working with these creatures. Not the same person, but scenario. But I would like to believe that the general populace is better than that.
How? Sorry, I don't know if you had a longer response. I kind of started
No, you're-
thinking and I interrupted.
No, ask.
How did? Do you know the process by which weapons were made out of them?
No, I am not adept in that sort of thing.
Okay.
Were
Could
those
always ask.
creatures- were those constructs that we fought? Were they intended to fight any sort of invading beast like that? Is that why they were seeking out like both us and the creatures that brought us here?
Yes, I think you are talking about the large white
Yep.
animal-like
I don't.
creatures.
What are they
yes.
called?
Well, they have a couple of names. There's the black ones, and there are the white ones. The DM says while stalling to pull up that exact part of the notes. Panicking, suffering, withering into a ball, crying and throwing up. Where the fuck did I put that?
One of them starts with a T because I saw it on the initiative count when we first started.
I think I put it in this folder. Yeah. The white ones are called the
Testosterone and estrogen.
the white feathered ones are the tehual, and the black feathered ones are the pazo. They typically work well in duos. So usually, if you see a white one, then you will see the black one. If you see the black one, then you see the white one.
Oh. Okay. Sorry for fighting them.
Okay, I mean, you did not know. And they are just constructs, so we will make more.
Is there 2 questions about the weapons? Is there... Could we potentially ask someone who knows how to make them how they were made out of these creatures? And also, could we potentially trade for one?
I think that you can ask, but I don't think that they will be willing to give one.
Okay.
Typically, outsiders are not very welcome here,
Understood.
and they do not want to encourage it. The more people that are running around on other planes, the more likely things start to unravel.
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, if I had a cup and I poke one hole in it, then you can cover it with your finger and you can still drink out of it. But the more holes that I put in a cup, the more fingers it takes to cover until you run out of fingers and the liquid starts to come out. So the
Well, you
more of
put-
these weapons we give away, the more likely it is that something else might crawl through behind you. Or to whoever we give them to. I'm not saying you are untrustworthy. I can't know that because I only know
I
your
know.
names.
I understand.
It's just been our tradition. We have been here for the last 5,000 years. Longer for us.
Hmm.
By
like times 12.
by like 45,000 years or so. We have been here a very long time. And we have kept this to ourselves. I really don't think they're going to willingly trade them to you.
Willingly,
You can always
say.
ask. Who are you?
He's the main villain. Don't
Well,
worry about him.
Oh.
Follow-up question on that.
Mhm.
Do you... This is the second time we've run into your people, so to speak. Is there... Do you have a book on your language? Not the Hush, but the language that you spoke with our friend Tompkin? so that if we run into another one of your people, we might be able to say we're not hostile or communicate on our side of things.
I could go and look and see if we have one. We don't really have a lot of paper. So
Ah.
most of ours is a verbal language than a written one. But I could look.
It would be greatly appreciated.
She'll nod. I will
Um,
ask around because I have never had to read before.
That's
That's fair.
fine.
Hopefully
I
somebody
don't
else
like
knows how
reading
to
either.
read.
Um,
that's
Oh.
something that can wait. Um, it's not urgent.
I was also kind of curious. While we're here, I was wondering what was happening with Tompkin. Like, what you wanted them for, in general.
Well, I actually don't really know what they're talking about in there. My guess is that's because your friend Tompkin is the first time we've ever encountered a nightmare that has been corrupted by dream stuff. That I imagine they're trying to figure out what is happening and, why.
Huh. In the future, should we have to return to this plane, or rather not have to, should we return to this plane again, how should we tell you that it's us that came through a portal and aren't hostile? Would
I
sending
mean,
you
sending.
would sending you a message like a sending be sufficient for that?
I think that would be enough. I don't think the Paragon will want you to do that.
To come back at all?
Probably not. Just because outsiders are frowned upon, and there is always the chance that you will come back in a place that has been overtaken by the Grand Divide. That would be bad, and you would die.
What is the Grand Divide?
You can see it actually, and she'll stand up and gesture for you all to follow.
Before
She'll
we
head off
go.
to one of the other bridges that's on the opposite side of the city. And
we go.
are you finished? Did you get it out of your system? I'm kidding. I'm just fucking around. Here you go. She gestures off beyond the bridge. You can see that there's this like really beautiful sky out that way. And that has these very clear like fractures in it. She says, the plane of dreams is typically endless because there's an endless amount of dreams and people and animals and lots of different planes with people who have dreams, and it all comes here. But the Grand Divide showed up when those creatures started to appear. They've slowly been shrinking our space, which is why we really do not typically take kindly to outsiders. But you guys were not dangerous, and so you are here now. It is this weird wall that has slowly been pushing in, and that is why all of the dreams below are so close to each other. They're not touching often, they don't touch, at least. When the touching happens, it's not great, but it doesn't happen very much. But it's shrinking on all sides. And eventually we will run out of time and room. Also, to answer your other question, the other side of it is black, and things that go over there they don't come back.
Mm. I wonder if it's related to the Stygian as well.
Speaking of that, can I ask when the most recent attack you've had was by them? The Stygian beasts, as we call them.
I think we've been doing this for a while. 20 years? So 5-ish for you? No, 2. 2 for you.
So very recent.
Yes.
Well, I think that's the questions I had for now.
She looks at the other two. For Rose and Ray. Do you have any more
Ray is just-
questions?
It just looks very hollowly towards the Great Divide. It's kind of quiet.
Do you? I know you said that no one here would probably be willing to give us any kind of weapons, and it's understandable. Do you think anyone would be able to give us knowledge about them?
I mean, you could always go to the armory and ask. I think that's probably the best shot that you will have.
Okay.
Could
Quick question, guys. How did the Red Knight creature open a portal to leave?
Red Knight.
oh
Is that the one we were fighting with the?
with
with-
the woman with the
with-
harmony?
Yeah, the Harmony.
I think it was just a Stygian creature, and I think they can naturally do stuff like that,
It used a
which is how the
sword,
weapons
but-
can.
But if it used a sword specifically, then it could mean something.
That could, yes. That's
Yeah.
I just wanted to check, make sure I was remembering that right.
That's fair.
Okay, that is all. I don't exist right now.
Die.
Could you potentially come with us to the armory as a translator?
Yes, I can come with you. She'll gesture for you to follow.
Well, you guys go do that. I think I'm gonna go take a nap.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll
See you guys
probably
later.
join you shortly after the armory.
Of course. All right. Bye.
Be safe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We'll
Ray, in fact, did not take a nap.
Ray threw himself into the Great Divide.
Ray,
Yeah.
No,
Ray stayed up
Ray.
all night watching fantasy TikTok.
No, Ray.
Oh no, not
Fantasy doom
circadian rhythm.
scrolling.
You guys watch Ray walk away, and Rose, when you turn back, Tally is like 3 centimeters from your face, and goes,
Oh my
Okay.
god.
"Okay, my turn for questions."
Oh, sorry. Okay, sure.
Go for it.
Yeah, whatever you want.
She starts asking questions about like what kind of creatures live on the material plane now, and like what are the cities like, and what is the weirdest thing you've ever seen, and your favorite thing to eat, and blah 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 blah. She's just asking general stuff about your life on the material plane while you walk.
Yeah, Rose is like trying to answer to the like best of her ability. Like there are some questions where it's like, what are creatures like? And she's like, I know some of them.
There's so many.
They're
Fenris is
like,
a yapper.
who?
Giddity yap.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said Fenris is a yapper and he's giddy to yap.
Oh,
We're yapping. Oh yeah. Tally yaps the whole way. Checking in with Holden, I am willing to let you just take a 4-hour nap and call it the rest of your 8 hours, so you're
Oh,
not
yeah.
out of it for too long.
That sounds good to me.
You will say that like by the time the other two finish talking to the armorer about weapon stuff, and go back and deal with Tompkins stuff, you probably get your 4 hours. So you would wake up and Ray's been there for at least, I'd say, 2.5 hours. Okono's been there the whole time. What has Ray been doing in those several hours?
Um, I think overall just like they do actually like need rest. You know, they are like down 19 HP and blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
and like have used some spells. But I think it's also just they need a break from like more and more doomsay and seeing like how kind of hopeless the situation looks.
Mm-hmm.
To think that nowhere they've even heard of is safe is very upsetting. And so it's just they're just trying to not think about anything right now and maybe find some sleep. Maybe if Tompkins, you know,
Not
currently
here.
indisposed, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we'll
Okay.
just try to go to bed.
Ray's eeping on the couch.
Yeah.
You wake up and it's just you and Ray sleeping and Okono in there. Is there anything you would like to do?
He's just
Hold
like drooling.
Holden will probably look at Okuro and say like, where is everyone?
Has Holden been studying sign language at all?
I don't think he's been sitting in, but I do think sadly he knows bathroom because of how often it is signed around him.
I think Okono does a couple of hand signals to you, and it's very clear that you're not picking it up. That Okono will pull out a piece of paper and make a very rudimentary drawing of a big building, and your like other friends. You can tell it's like a very bad drawing of Fenris, somebody with wings, a small gremlin, and a big building, and like a general stranger with horns.
Could I have mentioned like when before I went to bed of like they're at the armory to like Okano?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh. I think my lights just came back on.
Oh,
Let's go.
Literally, it's the thing
We
you
called
said.
it.
We have
We
20
called it.
minutes until the end.
I'm a genius.
Wow.
What can I say?
My air just came back on too. Sick. Well, I'm not gonna move. Anyway. Yeah, in that case, Okono would make that drawing and then would draw a smaller building with an axe on it. Show that. And like point it at that building.
Holden will nod. I will go find the woodcutter. And he will.
In a place that literally has like probably doesn't have wood.
Yes.
I just want to
Does
point
not
out.
have trees.
He'll get up. If he sees Ray sleeping, I think knowing that Ray, the last time Holden spoke to Ray was not doing very good at all. I think he'll do the very sappy thing. He'll make sure Ray has like the blanket on properly.
Yeah.
Trying to be as like quiet as possible. And then he will head on out. He's got to find the woodcutter, the lumber yard.
Okay.
Where's the
Give me an
axe building?
investigation.
All right. Well, not off to a good start. I think my investigation's a -1, so a dirty one.
All right. You get very lost.
Hmm.
You end up crossing one of the bridges. You end up in this part of the city that is kind of isolated. Like it's a long bridge with one smaller island that has buildings. It feels kind of like you're in the book. All the buildings are empty. There are no doors. There are windows though. There are streets, general like signage and stuff. And there's like a pretty solid fencing around the outside portion of this island, as if to keep people from like falling off the end of it. And you learn that the reason for that is because that the denizens of this area are just kind of mindlessly, aimlessly wandering around. They're all, you know, pale whites or just a general gray color, fragmented and like not really focused on anything in particular. And there is no wood here.
Damn. Hmm. I think even seeing that these people seem very very mindless. Excuse me. Would you happen to know where the axe building is? The woodcuttery?
You do not get any sort of reaction.
Hmm.
They just kind of seem to ignore you and roam straight past you.
Well, there's only one solid explanation for this. Okino has lied to me, and I am now stranded. Hmm.
Give me one more investigation.
Shall look with my eyes. A 10. 11
Your
minus
special eyes.
My bread.
You end up in the town square, going back over the bridge. There is no wood here either. The water here is very pretty, though.
1.
Doesn't seem to be a bottom that you can see to this water either.
Very
If
tempting.
that makes sense.
Very tempting. Very thirsty. In need of a good
Mhm.
swim.
Yeah,
But I
I'm
am
sure.
I am kind. I am kind
Truly.
to myself and to Rose. I shall not.
Okay, you want to try and look one more time?
Yes, I will continue to wander. Surely my
Okay.
friends would have not abandoned me so terribly. Oh, what was that? I'm sorry. That rolled under my little like TV stand thing, and then when I went to grab it, it rolled more. There
Oh,
we go. Ah, we're not getting much better at 11.
okay. Um, cutting over to the other duo, you two, as per what Tally assumed would happen, don't get very far. Um, the person that works in the armory, I'm grabbing an image for, is not very willing to share this information with you guys. Um, they seem to kind of want to keep the secrets close and inform that if they share the secrets, then the similar thing to what Tally said, that like the more people that can do this, the more, rips and cuts and tears there will be between planes, and who knows what that would do. They do not really wish to share it.
Okay.
Perm. Sigh.
Also, I just got back. Why is Holden lost?
I went to look
Um,
for my friends. Okino showed me a picture of a building with an axe on it. So I'm looking for the woodcuttery.
I see.
Holden has not had much luck.
Yes, I've rolled a dirty 1, a 10, and an 11. So, I will find you.
You just stayed there, bro.
No.
I'm putting this in here so you'd have it. The armory individual is Ixoch.
I think for once, Fenris is very respectful about stuff like this.
Okay.
There's not like arguing or fussing over the fact that this person won't give information about it. He's trying to be respectful of this place's culture.
Hmm.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a I'm making a generous time skip here so that people can be a part of the end of this if they so desire to be. Because I feel bad that Shay has sat around for 40 minutes. That is what this is. You guys leave the armory and with your passive perception, Ray, you see one individual who just does not belong here.
Rose.
It is Holden. It's Rose.
No. Ray's asleep.
Oh, yep. I said
died.
Fenris.
No, you said Ray.
You said
Oh,
Ray.
sorry. That's funny because I literally thought in my brain, Ray and Fenris are the two. Don't say Ray. And then I immediately said, I'm sorry, Fenris.
It's okay.
Fenris, do you see this? What the fuck is wrong with my brain? Holden is wandering around one of the streets.
You see him like walk up to one of the mindless people. He's still doing it, even though nobody's responding. Hello, do you perhaps know where the woodcuttery is? I can't find my friends. No? Okay.
Well, the mindless people are only on that one little island. So you're
Oh.
asking like a general Zoloan, and
Oh, nice.
they look at you really confused and say something in Quarry that you just don't understand.
Rose, can I try and scare Holden?
I don't understand.
Rose,
I'll go ask someone else. Thank you for your time.
Rose rolls her eyes and pats your back.
Can I roll a stealth to try and sneak up on Holden?
Go for it.
I mean, you've got to. It's very generous. If you
That was not good. What is my stealth? It's an 11.
I have a
What's your
passive of 12.
Shit.
Okay. You see Fenris trying to walk behind some sort of large elk dream creature to try and get as close to you as they can, but the elk now has 4 regular legs and a set of human legs. That makes it rather obvious.
A set of Fenris pants.
Yeah, Fenris pants.
I think Holden. he will continue. He's like walking around, and then he stops, and he just looks over, and goes, "I know what you are. I know you fool. You villain.
I think Fenris steps out and goes, "Dang, I thought I was really sneaky that time."
You thought you could hide from me at the woodcuttery, and yet you stand here, hiding behind a dream."
The
What?
woodcuttery?
Yeah, Ogano showed me a picture of a building with an axe on it.
You mean the armory?
No, that has a sword on it.
Oh, well, we were at the armory.
Okano lied to me.
Oh yeah, Ogano lied. Ogano
Well,
purposefully misled me to get me lost in the plane of dreams, so I would never be able to see my friends
Well,
again.
I'm killing
You-
Okano.
You two haven't met, but this is... Oh my god, my brain just completely died.
Tally.
Hallie.
Oh. Hello.
Tally waves with a big grin and gets right up in your face.
Oh,
And he goes-
hello.
You have a very lovely complexion.
Thank you. Do you Do you live here? I don't know how this works.
Oh yes, yes, I do live here. For a long time I've been here.
Okay.
Uh, Tally is the only one here who speaks common.
Oh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, that's I just asked a lot of people. That sucks. I thought they were just I thought those first people were just
We-
ignoring me.
Hmm. They maybe were because they just didn't want to make awkward situation. I don't know.
No,
Apparently outsiders are not quite liked here. So
Oh. Well, then I guess I'm lucky nobody started a fight.
While you all are talking, Tally has stepped off to the side of Holden and is like picking up one of the corners of Holden's cloak of billowing. It's like moving a little bit, and she's just like watching it curiously between her hands while you guys are talking.
What is the situation? I was very
Tompkin.
tired.
Tompkin is being investigated for how he can transport between planes. They're not in trouble, it seems, but more of a study of how it's done.
Hmm.
We should probably head back to them now, and then Rose and I don't know about Rose, but I need to sleep. I'm completely tapped for magic.
Rose, I've thought about this a couple times, but I didn't bring it up. Rose looks fucked. She is at a quarter of her health. She's
Oh,
not doing good.
okay.
Do
I
you
would
need
have
some
healed.
healing?
I'm gonna go sleep anyway.
Ooh.
Let me so that you don't waste your magic, because we're both gonna sleep.
I like that we've all rotated. All of you are now going to go sleep, and I'm going to be the only one awake. This is a bad idea. I'm going to.
Well,
Do you want to
well,
come
it's-
back with us?
I can't sleep. I just woke up.
Just occupy your mind. Practice your fortune telling.
No.
Tally will speak up and be like, "If you're worried about magic, don't be. When you pass between the planes, at least from this plane to any waking plane, whatever magic you've used, it replenishes.
Oh,
Oh, good to
It's
know.
like a magic-y, she's like doing an open palm up and down, like in front of her face gesture, like a magic veil sort of thing. So
And like passing through it is like when you're feeling dry and you take like a shower. Your skin is wet. So your magic
well,
is now wet.
in
yes,
that
exactly.
case-
Except you are not physically.
Right.
So
I thought she was about to say yes, exactly, except you were not correct.
I was expecting that too. Exactly
Um,
like that, except not at all. Shut the fuck
she
up.
totally did. She totally thought about it and went, "No, you're kind of right."
well, in that case, Rose, do you want to still go rest up for health? To like kind of
That's a weird way of wording that, but yes, I would like to go
For your-
replenish
For
my
your
don't know why you
energy.
just said it
HP
like
points,
that.
or your
perhaps?
hit points.
Are your
Um,
HP points diminished? Your health points?
And then me and or Holden and I will go check on how Tompkin is doing and potentially look for a book on the language with Tally.
Oh yes. Fenris and Holden traversing a plane unexplored for millennia.
Fuck.
We
In a
hey,
place that just despises outsiders.
we
Oh
are
boy.
we are with Tally. It will be fine.
Oh yeah. Listen to Fenris.
I'm not gonna
Not
argue with
helping,
you.
Holden.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm going to trust the both of you.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Rose looks to Tally and says, "Please keep an eye on them."
Tally is back to like holding onto Holden's cloak and watching it like squirm, and hears you speaking directly to her, and she looks over and goes, "What?"
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go rest.
Oh, all right. Rest well. Have a good
Thank
dream.
you. Thank you.
Oh yeah. How does that work? I didn't see you guys sleep out here or anything. Do we get bubbles even though we were here?
Yeah, the others had bubbles when I was coming back from talking to Ray, and they were sleeping.
Like, are they?
You
Where
do,
are
but
they?
not on the Lucid Plateau.
The what?
That's where we are, up high.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh wait. So what?
Oh,
Yep.
I guess.
Up here you do not. Up here you do not have the bubble.
Oh, so that's so I still dreamt. Nobody
Do
could
you
see.
remember any dreams?
I remember dreaming before we were woken up. I was woken up, but coming up here, I think I just kind of blacked out. Might have dreamt about
Mm.
the bird things and
It's more than likely
riding
you
one.
did not. I don't think you had one. If you did, I would be surprised. Up here, dreaming is more just like laying down for a while.
Oh yeah, no,
You
I
sleep
think you're right.
like we do.
Like you do? Do you not dream?
No.
Oh, well that's sad.
We have other connections to the dream plane that make it worth it. But when we lay down, it's more like we close our eyes and then we open our eyes. I would think of it more like we spend the rest of our time in the dreams and then 8 hours not in the dreams. She like gestures to the fact you are in fact standing in the dream plane.
I guess so, but oh, wouldn't it be cool if you closed your eyes and then your bubbles show up in the material, the our plane, and then no, I don't know how that would work actually.
I don't think that would go very well.
Why?
I hope that doesn't happen. Well, because people's dreams here are fragile. They exist for the 8 hours or so that they sleep, and then they pop and they get up for a while, and then they'll sleep and the bubbles come back. But it's not anything beyond being a another plane sort of. A demi plane maybe, where somebody is having their dreams and it is not protected. So anything could walk in and out. That is why the nightmares are scary. That is also why the strange travelers are scary.
The what?
Oh, you weren't here for that piece. Sorry. We have some. You called it a
Stygian.
Stygian
Stygian.
beast.
You called it a Stygian beast. The strange creatures that come from somewhere else and come to try and destroy your home. They are trying to do that here. They show up every once in a while. And it is particularly dangerous because if they decided to, they could walk into somebody's dream on another plane and be gone. They work sort of like dreams and nightmares in that way.
So, if something enters someone's dream, and then they stop dreaming, do they go disappear with it?
That is a complicated question. For creatures that are not meant for the waking world, like dreams and nightmares, that don't typically have a physical body, at least, it's more like you said blackout, it's like that. And then when the person sleeps again, they wake up. But for people like you or me, I'm fairly certain that it would drive people to madness if they are not strong enough mentally.
Hmm. Fenris, didn't
Yes.
you have one of those dreams where the beast showed up, one of the Stygian things?
Is that what that is?
Is that what is?
There are dreams that people on our plane get, usually before they get the plague. Which we've recently found out is somewhat related to the Stygian. Where you will be in a black and white space. It is a nightmare, not in the sense of the nightmare creatures here, but in the sense of a scary, terrifying dream where you are. In my case, I was hunted in an old town by a Stygian monster. Stygian beast. But I wonder if they do not happen very often to people, but I wonder if, as Holden was saying, those dreams are potentially a Stygian creature passing through a dream to go from plane to plane.
It is possible.
In fact, now that I think about it, I had mine 2 years ago. 20 years here.
Sounds a lot more possible now. Interesting. I will have to talk to the Paragon.
Is the Great Divide visible from where we are? Is it always visible?
Yeah, especially with the side of the city that you were on. Yes.
Okay.
Can we say that we're having this conversation as we walk back to where Tompkin is, by the way?
And I'm fine with it.
Rose is going to bed.
Yeah, Rose is out. The fuck. You know what? Why are you still here?
Uh-oh.
Get out!
Get out!
I have to ask because I got to know.
Yeah.
When Holden looks at the Great Divide, is there anything?
No.
Cool. Because I heard out of game that it earlier that it showed up when the Stygian was showing up. So I just had to go a little check, see? I just
Instead, you're gonna look.
had to give it a little ask.
You're gonna look.
It could, maybe the passing through the dreams, or maybe by entering the dreams, they're spreading the malady. I mean, they could just be infectious on their own.
I mean, that is possible. There are so many of the dream bubbles down below. It's hard to know where they are when. We try to keep a look, but we also have to deal with our natural enemies, with the nightmares and sleep paralysis demons and the paradigm and stuff. There's only so much we can do.
Have you guys ever gotten sick with the malady?
She'll shake her head.
Hmm.
Not by being here. At least not yet.
I hope it stays that way. There's no easy cure for the malady.
Nod. I hope so too. Very rarely people here go to another plane and catch one of your sicknesses, and it doesn't look like an enjoyable experience to be sick.
It no sickness is easy. And magical sicknesses such as the malady or I believe it was Hanahaki.
Mhm.
Hanahaki are monstrous in comparison.
Mm.
Do you guys
Just-
do a lot of extraplanar travel?
We try and do a little. We don't have a lot of people armed with the weaponry that I was telling your friends about. But we do it sometimes to other planes to try and see what's going on. If we're able to track down one of those creatures, we sometimes try and go to those places. But usually we stay here.
Fenris, did you talk about what happened in that volcano?
I did.
Okay. This is a personal question. Holden will tap his chest plate where the gems go and say, "Have you seen the symbol, these gems at all?"
She'll squat down a little bit and give it a look.
She squints. It looks sort of familiar, but I don't really remember why. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen it, but I don't know where.
That is okay. That is
She'll stand back up.
that is enough for me. I
Yes, really.
I have small reason to think that it's from another plane. Not sure though.
Well, if I see anything, I will let you know.
I think Holden will smile, knowing that we're about to fucking leave. Sounds good. Sounds like sounds good to me.
Will nod and
What is that? So are we allowed to stay here? How's this work?
probably not for a very long time. I think that the Paragon is willing to let you stay to rest if you wish to, and then they probably want you to leave. Both for yourselves and also for them and for us.
Who's the Paragon?
They are like like a king's sort of. They're basically dreams that have been around for so long that they are like their own people. Kind of like a ruler or a god, but not really either. Typically, dreams don't take a human form unless they have been around for a long, long time. Same with the paradigm, which is the nightmare version of the same thing.
Um. So I don't want to ask anything that is bad or invasive, but
No, you
Or-
ask a question and I will ask a question. Here, it's my turn. Why are
okay.
you purple?
I want to say I was born this way, as what are they called? Moon elves? Half moon elf?
Yes.
Okay,
Who knows?
moon elves.
I want
Interesting.
I want to believe I was born this way, but I woke up without memories past. How long has it been, Fenris? 2 years?
2.5, 3,
Yeah.
closing in on 3.
I woke up 3 years ago and I can't remember anything except flying through nothing.
Oh, very interesting. Okay, your turn for a question. She's going to start leading you back towards the main building. We'll do like 1 or 2 more questions and then we'll wrap up with you guys at the front steps.
Okay. Does the Paragon make public appearances? Are we able to meet the Paragon, or would that be too dangerous?
I think that you can. They meet with all of us. They're one of us, so kind of that. That doesn't make any sense when I say it like that. The Zeloans are different from us. Does that
Hmm,
make more sense or less sense?
I think so. Like the Zeloans and the dreams,
Mhm.
um, while they coexist, are not the same in living in species. I guess. I think I
Yes.
understand.
It's like of like a partnership
Yes.
usually.
Are you one of the Paragons?
She'll smile and be like, I'm still pretty young to be considered one, but one day.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. My turn for a question. Did
Yes.
Rose leave to go take a nap?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
like-
indeed.
She'll like, taps a finger over her lips, thinking it over. I have a lot of questions about the things that I see people dream about because like I'm curious if people really spontaneously combust or if that's just a dream thing.
Um, I think it's just a dream thing. Spontaneous combustion is probably reserved for Holden will elbow Fenris. People who get into magic where they shouldn't be.
Haha. I'm sure it could be done with magic, but it's not usual.
No,
Oh, okay.
with no I want to say other influence. People aren't born to blow up.
I could
Hmm.
with magic I could make an explosion at someone's location, but I couldn't make that person explode, if that makes sense.
Oh,
I think it's just a fear. People
okay.
people dream a lot about what they think about. At least that's my case.
I would say it's irrational.
Okay. So, all right.
because I've seen people flying without wings and
That I can do.
oh, so that one is real. Okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
actually I could
Sometimes.
with the last spell that I have currently available to me via my magic, I could fly without wings.
Oh, all right. So, okay. Sorry, your turn for the question.
What? Why are I can understand why the Stygian creatures, beasts, travelers are disliked. But were outsiders unwelcomed before? And if so, was there an inciting reason?
Um, well, I mean, originally the Zilloans were the outsiders. Typically, humanoids aren't common on this plane. The Zilloans have always had a connection to us. How do I explain this? They came here about the same time that I did, 5,000 years ago. I came with them. And then they stayed, so they were the outsiders for a while. And we didn't have anyone else coming here because when they came here, that's when the first of those creatures started to show up. So they were welcome because they've always had a connection to this plane. Those creatures started to be destructive. And after that, anything that came here that was not a Zilloan was considered to be probably bad.
Hmm.
And because the dream plane is shrinking, we are trying not to make any unnecessary risks.
If I can, I'll do a follow up, and that'll give you two tokens. Um, is there any way to fix the shrinking?
Shrugs.
Fuck.
We are trying to figure it out, but so far, no. And it gets a little worse with each time one of those things show up.
Has it gotten any better recently? We've been, for lack of a better way of putting it, killing them whenever we find one, if we can. Of course, now there's one as strong as a dragon, but
No, I don't think it's gotten better at all. I think it's just continued to shrink.
shit.
Yeah, shit.
If I may ask,
Mhm.
have you
We're up to 4.
yeah. Do you know where the crown and spark of creation is for this plane, and have you considered using it to fix it? Or trying to?
She looks confused.
Uh-oh.
The what? The what and the what?
Fenris taps the stone in the center of his forehead. Every plane comes with a spark of creation, and those who can wield it via a crown of sorts. I don't have the crown for wherever this gem is from. I'm not sure which plane it's connected to. Can essentially gain the power to, from what I understand, shape reality on that plane.
Oh, your Paragon
Oh.
might be able to, actually.
I haven't heard anything about that. That might be a good question for the Paragon.
I mean, it might also just be different on the plane of dreams.
That's true.
That we
I
are
haven't seen anything that's like a crown or a spark.
we have found we have seen or found multiple of them, but none for the material plane. We don't know exactly what planes they're linked to. But each plane seems to have a as in singular wielder of the crown who can use it, and none of us are them. So
Yeah, I think that's something you should ask them. I don't know anything about that. Okay, my turn for questions. Is it true that your teeth fall out? And she
Yes.
just continues asking you questions like this for the next several minutes while you walk over to the steps. I think we will end session there with Ray and Rose taking a nap, Fenris and Holden going to check in on Tompkin, and more mysterious things to unravel.
Yippee!
Yippee!
you thought
Nobody
we would be leaving
died.
the plane of dreams last session.
I wasn't sure. There was always the chance that you murdered Zipil before they got to speak to you.
Super true.
Still can.
You start so good. You could. But yeah, very quick before we end the recording, as per the always, give me your honest thoughts on pros and cons, if things made sense or made no sense at all.
Cons?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Pros?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I really enjoyed the session. You don't have to feel bad about me not being able to speak for a bit. I enjoyed getting to listen in. And I still got a chance to ask all my questions at the very end. I think this place is really cool. I can't wait to stay here for another 4 sessions.
Maybe. I'm glad to hear it. All the Dreamplane lore is homebrewed from me because I hated the old Dreamplane lore. So I hope it at least makes some amount of sense.
I think it does.
Yippee!
I mean, even before the recording started, I asked you a question about it because I had been thinking about it. And I was like, if this is the reason that time moves faster, that makes perfect sense to me. So they'll like what you have made makes sense. I was able to get there without you saying it.
Okay, good. Okay. Any
I
other thoughts
agree with
before we
these
close?
pros.
Yay.
I also
Pro. I love the accent of you dream
Yeah.
people.
Oh, I agree.
Brought back great memories. And the characters were also fun in their own right.
Yippee. I'm glad.
I really liked them.
I was holding on to Latia with the like fear that you weren't going to find her, and I was like, please, it'd be so cool. I'm so glad that worked out.
It would have been better if none of us had recognized her.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't have said anything.
It would have been
Would've been
sad.
funny.
It
What
would have
a
been
strange owl.
Hmm.
And like 80 sessions down the line, we would go, Bryn, you never showed us that owl guy from Strings. What the hell happened?
I'd be like, oh. Alrighty. Well, as per always, if you think of something later or you don't want to say it on recording, you can always shoot me a message. Yada yada yada. The whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Good session, gang. Sorry about my weird Wi-Fi issue.
That's
Glad we still got to
okay.
have session.
You should be.
Well, my Wi-Fi is back now, which is great because it came back right around the time that my phone with the hotspot died, which is still just a brick sitting next to me. So I will go and charge that once we leave this call.
Oh,
Yeah, it is my alarm, so I do need to
oh
go
yeah,
do that.
for sure.
But yeah, let's go ahead and end the stream. Someone think of something funny to say.
Hey guys,
Do I
thanks
run
for
over this
watching.
liberal or do I drive around him?
Still can't
There
hear
was
that one.
a message being, there was a soundboard being played on Discord. You guys couldn't hear it,
Can
so
you mimic?
fuck you guys.
Can you mimic the soundboard?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Thank you.
Do I run over this liberal or I just drive around him?